available experts, please report to room A9.
Hello guys, Axel here, and welcome to Game of Life 3D. So this is what the module will look like. There will be a floating cube with black and white cubes on it, and some arrows that let you rotate the structure for ease of access to some of the sides. This module works pretty much identically to a normal Conway Game of Life sort of thing. However, of course, we're in 3 dimensions this time. So similar to Game of Life, the rules for alive cells and dead cells are the same. Alive cells being the white ones, and they stay alive if 2 or 3 of their neighbours are also white/alive. And then dead ones become alive if they have exactly 3. But one of the biggest differences is how do the squares work? Because of course, you usually check a square around each of them, ignoring the going off the sides. Of course, going on a cube might not be easy. But effectively, you just draw a square around it, possibly going around sides. So, like, the centre cells here are easy. It's just that the side they're on. Edge faces like this one will be the one above it, the one below it, and then the middle column of both of the sides that it's adjacent to. So this one, for example, is adjacent to this side, so it takes this one, and it also takes this one because it's adjacent to that one as well. And lastly, we have corner pieces, which if you sort of tilt it around like this, you could sort of see where the square is going to be. It's effectively the 2x2x2 chunk out of that corner, so it'll be this one, this one, this one, this one. Also this one and this one, and the one on the top here. Do note there is no square in the middle of the structure, so you don't have to consider that in any checking. There will be no middle square, so we can actually remove this from this diagram here. And other than that, it just works as normal Game of Life. So if you know that module, it might be harder to see it with like this, but it's roughly the same module. Then we just get started. Let's focus first on the alive cells. I mean the white ones. And we're just going to check if they have 2 or 3 alive neighbours to whether they stay alive. So starting with this one up here, if we look at it, it only has 1 alive neighbour. So we can mark that that one will be gone by the next iteration. This one next. It has 1, 2, 3 neighbours, which is good, so that one stays as is. So we are not changing that one. The one down here has this one, 1, 2, 3 as well, so that one's fine as well. Up next, we're going for the top middle one here. This one is in the middle, so we can just focus on this. There are 4, which is not 2 or 3, meaning the top middle one here is also changing. Up next is this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That is too many as well, so this one is also going to be gone by the next iteration. Any more on this plane? Yep, we have this one down here. Let's move this back up to here. And when we look in the bottom face ones, get out any other side ones we would consider. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, that one's going to disappear as well. And relating to this, that's this one down here. And then the middle one here, that's 3, so this one's staying as is. And finally, we've got the back face. So remember, since we've rotated it around like this, if you're doing this sort of notation, the one up here is actually referring to this one over here. by the way, if you press reset, it will change it all the way back to the start and change everything back to what it was. So, this top corner, we have 3. We have this one, and the one in the top middle here. So that one's fine. This one, we have 5. So that one isn't fine. So this top middle one goes. This one has 3, that one's fine. This one has 3 as well, that one's fine. And then finally this bottom corner one has 1, 2, which is fine. So the rest of the backface ones are fine as well. So now we've done the alive cells, and then let's focus on the dead ones. And we are focusing on only 3 alive neighbours this time. So starting with the top left here, we do have 3. So that one will change as well, because it has 3 alive neighbours. The top middle one has 4, so it doesn't come on. It has this one, and then the 2 in the middle there. The middle one here has 3 neighbours, so that one can change. This one only has 2, so that one can't become alive. This one has 4, so it can't come alive. This one down here has 1, 2, 3. There's only 2. Yeah. These 2 down here, so it can't come alive either. Then the top, we then have this one. We have these 3 down here. For this one, we have too many. For the middle one here, we have too many. And then rotating like this, see the last one, we have too many as well. So that can't come alive either. We then have this middle one here, which has too many alive cells as well, so it can't come alive either. Then we have the back face again here. We have 4 there, no. 5 here for this middle one. The previous one was referring to this one up here. We have the bottom middle one on the back face, which has 5, so no. And finally, the bottom right one here, but the bottom left one in our chart, has 3. 1, 2, 3. So that one will become on, which is this one down here. So I don't think we've missed any now. We've gone every single square that we need to consider here. Can we consider that? I find that the middle one is often the one that I forget to check, so be sure that you've definitely checked all of them for that one. So if we've done this right, we'll be changing this one, this one, this one, these 2, this one, and this one. And hopefully if we've done this right, we get some module. So that was Game of Life 3D. In basic senses, it is effectively just Game of Life, just on a slightly different geometry that you're focusing on. because in the end you're still focusing on squares, you're still focusing on the same rules. It's slightly harder to see, and you might end up missing a few because you might have already thought you considered one. But hopefully, Game of Life 3D makes a bit more sense now, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. I'll see you later.